This week on ETalk, Mary shows us tricks for unique terrarium creations. Cole Harbour talks to us about the Innovation House. Danielle gives us fashion tips for coordinating different patterns, and we discuss helpful life hacks. All that and more coming up. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into ETalk, where we talk everything from LA to Elon. I'm Nellie here with Madison and Rachel, and our special guest host Charlie. Let's jump right into the hot gossip for this week. So guys, the hot gossip for this week, well, I have to say my biggest topic, also disappointment because it means that I'm not their firstborn child, is that Chrissy Teigen and John Legend had their baby girl.
So excited.
Her name is Luna Simone Stevens, which I think is gorgeous.
Wait, Stevens?
Yeah, his real name is not Legend. Contrary to what you may believe, his real name is not John Legend.
Luna Legend would be cool.
Luna Legend would be very. I thought they should.
That would be a.
Yes, I thought they should have done like Luna Legend Stevens, but anyway, his name is John Stevens, which is very boring. But
That's exciting, but it's okay.
what's really cool about their baby is they actually like chose their embryo. Like, you know how people do, like they were having trouble getting pregnant. I think they did in vitro. And Chrissy Teigen just recently did a huge interview about her new baby to be, which is now here. And she basically said, like, we chose a girl and they had it and then they knew the name and they knew everything. Wow. And I'm sure we're all wondering, will they be keeping it private like other stars such as Blake Lively? No, they won't. Chrissy Teigen said that they're not going to try to hide their baby because they're famous. And
I think that's kind of nice though, because
cool.
I know it was a big deal when she came out saying that she was using in vitro fertilization because you know she was having trouble getting pregnant, which I know is a really sensitive topic for some people. So I think it is sort of important that they're not private about their baby's life to be like, because everyone was getting all mad saying, you know, they had like a designer baby because they picked, you know, the gender and stuff. And I think it's important to sort of show, like, look, our daughter's growing up perfectly healthy and we did it in this like new way utilizing amazing technology. So
I think that's so true. I didn't really think about it that way. I was more just thinking like as celebrities, but that's really true. I think they've normalized a process which can be really hard for a lot of parents.
Yeah, and for people who are also going through that, they can kind of see them.
Yeah, they can sort of relate.
Like,
and I think that's cool. Well, I mean, Chrissy Teigen is my personal idol, so.
I love her.
She's all around popular.
Speaking of popular, Kylie Jenner, who was popular and unpopular. I'm not a fan personally, but you know she had the lip kit come out and all that.
Literally
and
sold out in seconds.
Sold out, and so people who bought it, ironically on April Fool's Day, that particular shipment came in, and I guess Jeffree Star, right?
He's a designer,
he's
like
makeup
artist.
Yeah, model, everything, like me, you know, it's fine. He got one of the lip kits and said that it was not up to par at all. The brush was like really
interesting. It was one, you know, those brushes
like
that
split.
it almost it looks like a nail polish brush almost. Charlie,
I really don't know.
Charlie's very familiar
I don't
with the
know
Kylie
a
Jenner
lip kit.
Charlie has his own lip
You
kit.
know how
trying to figure
Kylie
out
Jenner's
what it
like
could be.
famous for her lips?
Her
Well,
pouch.
That, I
if you will.
say that, okay.
Yeah, so it's like kind of trying to make you have those lips. Not you,
It's
but
like a
anyone, if you
makeup.
want
It's a
to.
makeup
You
kit.
could. But anyway, my point is, so yeah, she got a lot of flack on Twitter for just kind of having really bad quality control, and this makeup artist was saying, you know, you're you know, a famous person with a lot of money and power, you should put out a better product. Quite simply.
I saw the picture and like it's kind of like the brush that sort of looks like a nail polish brush.
And they were all
It was all
splitting,
split,
and
and like
so-
how are you supposed to apply it when it's like
So
that?
people were tweeting all their pictures to Kylie of the crappy product, and
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, if
Was
you
there
really
like
want
a
to.
recall and everything on it?
No.
she said that, well, the company, it was not her, said that people who bought it on that day will get their money back. Because apparently it was just that shipment, but I don't know.
I also just think it's kind of interesting how like Kylie Jenner decides to come out with this lip kit, but like she blatantly got surgery, which is really cool, and like that's her decision.
Yeah.
But like to come out with lip kit and be like, you can have lips just like me.
Yeah,
Like,
but you got
Not quite
surgery.
though.
not quite though, with fillers.
And other surprising news this week, I thought it was surprising. I don't know if I just like knew it and didn't think about it, but so Miley Cyrus went to lunch with her sister-in-law-ish, I guess, I don't know, her and Liam aren't married. Liam's sister-in-law, I guess is what it would be. Elsa Pataki, who is married to Chris Hemsworth, Liam's brother.
Interesting.
They got lunch with, it was Elsa, Miley, and a bunch of their friends were on a first-name basis, it's fine. I honestly didn't know her and Liam were back together, but apparently they got back together in January. It's rumored that they got engaged, and then they're like, no, we're not engaged, but now it's still kind of rumored that they might be engaged. I think this is a sign ladies, that Liam and Miley are back on. I don't know what their celebrity couple name was, but I think this is it.
Me
Lily.
Neither.
We'll think it over for next week. Yeah, I just read something that said he was not engaged, but I think like that's a weird group of people to be together.
Yeah, especially that it was like Miley was meeting her friends as well.
Yeah.
It was, you know
That
what I
probably
mean?
means something.
That's an intimate setting.
Liam forever, I think.
Liam, Lily,
Who cares?
All of it.
Miley and Liam
Well,
together forever.
In some more news, okay, so Johnny Depp and Amber Heard snuck their Yorkshire Terrier into Australia, which I first want to know how you do it, but Yorkshire Terriers aren't that large, so I guess you could find your ways. Disguise it, maybe. But anyways, they did this, and I think it's the principle that we need to talk about. You can't just
Let's talk about the principle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
let's
they
do
just
it.
took
I'm
Well,
ready.
how she did it, she forged government documents saying
Yeah.
she was
Whoa.
allowed to
No,
take
it's
it.
Yeah.
like legit. Like, it's
Which
not
is,
like
like,
she was just like
really
put the dog under her
That's like
shirt.
super bad.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought she like dressed up the dog, maybe.
No, that-
like hid it in some clothing.
As a human, it's
He
my
was
baby.
a little gentleman.
With a top hat.
This is my executive assistant. I didn't realize it involved like government forgery.
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah.
the real deal?
Well, they did the like an apology thing, and now they don't have to do it. Like it's all kind
It's
of
fine.
Being a
charges are
celebrity
dropped,
is amazing.
basically. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, yeah,
Because she was facing like real, legitimate.
Yeah.
And she was just like,
jail
sorry.
time.
yeah. They were
This
both
isn't just like
sorry.
a
and-
DUI.
I mean, it's just a dog, but
It
like,
is just a dog. I know, but it's the principle, guys.
it's the principle. They,
You know,
they were fake.
I struggle with this topic because I would definitely smuggle my Yorkshire
you're right, I
Terrier
know, I
into
know.
another country. But at the same time, like, you can't forge government documents. But also at the same time, like, it must be really great to be Johnny Depp's wife because, I mean, Amber Heard's great in her own right, but, like, you can just get away with anything.
True.
They just
What-
said sorry.
I look forward
What
to
was
trying
their
it someday when
apology
he's done
like?
with
Me
it.
too.
It was pretty stone face kind of thing going
yes.
on. Yeah, I mean, I felt like I kind of believed it.
Interesting. Well, we'll have to see how that unfolds. Coming up, our fashion expert Danielle gives us her clever tips for the week. Don't go anywhere.
2010 from a shelter. As it turns out, we have very similar personalities. And this cat makes me make art because he's always motivating me to take pictures of him, to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. It's just that simple. Well, he's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to theshelterpetproject.org and meet a few who are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to theshelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend.
Hello, ETalkers. Welcome to ETalk's Fashion Corner. I'm Danielle, ETalk's resident fashion expert, and this week I'm showing you how to coordinate multiple patterns into one outfit, just like I am doing today. So my first suggestion would honestly be just to treat stripes as a neutral. Again, that's kind of what I did today, especially a smaller stripe. It's something that you can kind of add to pretty much any outfit, and it pretty much works every time. In this particular instance, I'm also showing a different way to add a couple of different patterns into an outfit, and that is by using different prints that are kind of similar. So in this case, two different stripes, one was horizontal, one is vertical, and my shorts also have a nice little additional print of flowers on it as well. Another way that you can add some patterns into your next outfit is to mix the scale of the prints. So making sure that you have one very large print and another print that's maybe a little bit smaller so that one stands out more than the other. And in that instance, you can also take one pattern and work from that particular pattern instead of working with all of them at once, which can get a little bit confusing. Adding a neutral to your outfit as well if you have a few more pieces. Currently, I'm pretty much just wearing shorts and a t-shirt and some shoes. But if you do have a few more pieces, especially when the weather's a little bit cooler, adding a nice neutral like a chambray shirt or even a plain trench coat is a really great way to sort of even out your outfit and not look like it's a little bit crazy. Finally, you can also add prints that are some of the same type of print, like stripes and stripes or dots and polka dots, all that kind of thing. And you can also work within the same color scheme and get a little bit crazier with your patterns. So if you wanted to do like a floral and maybe some stripes and whatever other patterns you want to throw in there, make it all geometric. As long as you're working within the same color scheme, try to pick 3 colors tops, maybe blues and grays, blacks, whites. All those kind of work together really, really nicely without being a super overwhelming addition of prints, because you want to make sure, although everybody has their own style, that you're not going too crazy with prints so you look like you're going to the circus. So that's all the time that we have for now, but tune in next week for more fashion expertise. Next up is the Mosley Minute. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, welcome to the Mosley Minute. As I'm sure everyone knows, the 15th and final season of American Idol wrapped up just the beginning of this April.
If you were going to audition for this incredible show, what song do you think that you would use to wow the judges?
Hands down, without a doubt, Beauty and the Beat by Justin Bieber. Let's ask Elon students what they think. So, I don't know if you know this, but the current judges for American Idol are Harry Connick Jr., Keith Urban, and J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez. If you were given the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to sing in front of those musical legends, what song would you choose?
I wouldn't sing in front of them.
You would rap?
No,
Beat poetry?
not really.
Sign language?
Maybe.
Okay.
So I'm sitting here lounging with my best friend in the entire world. What song would you sing and why?
It would definitely have to be Good Vibrations by Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, I think.
Like rip your shirt off in the middle of it?
If the audition goes well, maybe.
So if you were to audition for American Idol in front of, amazing names such as J-Lo, the other people that do it now, what song would you choose to sing and why?
I would do Your Love by The Outfield.
Can you give us a little taste of that right now?
Maybe another time.
We got some really interesting answers today.
I couldn't agree more. I think really says a lot about the Elon student body with
Really varied, really different, really exceptional.
Ruben stuttered. You're mine.
Welcome back to the studio. I'm here with Cole Harbour, who lives in the Innovation House, which is a fairly new concept here on campus. So first and foremost, Innovation House, it's in its second semester of existence. What made you want to start the Innovation House, and sort of what was the process to have it become what it is now?
Yeah, so it was fall of my junior year. I was talking to my roommate about where I wanted to live for my senior year. And as an entrepreneurship major, I've been involved in the entrepreneurial community, both here on campus and off campus. And I thought, what a better option than to live in a community of people that are thinking this way, that are already sort of motivated to work out their ideas, start businesses, stuff like that. So basically with that idea, I went to different faculty and students around campus, and suddenly the opportunity came to start a community called what is now Innovation House.
Mm-hmm. So Innovation House, like you said, you wanted to start it to make it this community for different people to help develop their ideas with the help of each other. But so what exactly is it? Sort of like who lives there? How do you guys work together? Where is it even on campus?
It's technically on campus, but it's off campus over across the train tracks from Weston. Mm-hmm. And we are a wide variety of students. We have 7 different majors across 3 different classes. We don't have any freshmen, but sophomores, juniors, and seniors. And so we work together by just having doors open. If you have a project, you have anybody in the house to go and talk about it, develop your idea further, and maybe get some advice if someone's already gone through an experience that you haven't.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And so I know you mentioned earlier when we were talking that you have an event coming up this week, if you want to talk more about that.
Yeah, so the big part of the Innovation House is hosting events there, getting
Mm-hmm.
more people from Elon to come in. So this Friday we're having our second event called Startup Night, where you have 24 hours to start up your own business from idea to a pitch, mm-hmm. to a panel of judges the following day, and you have the opportunity to win up to $1,000 in that competition, so we're really excited about that.
Oh, that sounds amazing. So what projects, I guess, have you been working on recently at the Innovation House, or other projects that you want to talk about that your peers have started working on?
Sure. So me personally, I'm not at the point where I want to start up a business, but I am doing a travel vlog after I graduate. I'm riding my motorcycle around the United States and
Which
recording
is crazy.
that. Yeah.
Are you gonna upload it to YouTube?
Yeah, it'll be YouTube. So I'm really excited to learn after some months that I graduate. So, and we got 3 other seniors that are starting businesses. One of them is Jensen Roll. He started Hope, Helping Other People Eat, which helps raise money for the local food shelters in Alamance County, which is really great for the community. We have Chris Grippo, who started a stainless steel water bottle and also has a social media campaign tied with that to help raise awareness for reusable water bottles in general. And then, so that's kind of where we're at in terms of seniors, and then everyone else is sort of thinking and experiencing a lot of self-growth, and hopefully will have one of their own ideas in the future.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you so much for coming. Next up, we share a celebrity Oh No No of the week. You don't want to miss this.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Welcome back, ETalkers. Rachel and I are here to discuss this week's celebrity Oh No No. So basically,
Lay it on me.
Basically, this week, Dancing with the Stars, the dancer partner, the professional dancer partner, Cheryl Burke, she's personally my fave, was on a radio show and she's being interviewed, and they asked her what celebrity was your least favorite to work with, and she said Ian Ziering. First off, Ian, let's think about that for a second. Ziering, he was formerly on the original 90210 show.
So he's an alum, as they say.
He's an alum, as they say. He was on season 4 of Dancing with the Stars, and then later took part in Celebrity Apprentice, where he said that he was negatively portrayed and unfairly portrayed. And Burke basically said that's not true at all. She went to the higher-ups at Dancing with the Stars every single week, begging and crying for her to get eliminated from the show so she didn't have to work with him anymore. So I don't really know what Ian Ziering has to say about this.
First of all, your name is Ian. You pronounce it Ian, let's be honest with ourselves. Ian's so done with your crap, personally speaking. And also, Dancing with the Stars, never a real star has been on that show, I don't think.
It's like, I think the real dancers on the show are immensely talented.
Yeah.
The celebrities on the show, that's a stretch. Celebrity is a stretch. Yeah. Or star, if you will, is a stretch. And so I think the fact that Dancing with the Stars and Celebrity Apprentice are the shows to put you in a bad light, Ian, well, there's really no way to bounce back from that. Not that you had too much to bounce back from.
And I gotta assume that he's just looking for attention by going on these shows. So I don't know really what's wrong with someone saying that you kind of are one.
When your bio says 90210 alum and that's kind of where you peaked, there's not a ton to do.
That's how you know.
That's how you know.
Truly.
And I think, you know, even though this is a celebrity oh no for Ian himself, I can never not emphasize that. Cheryl Burke really does come out, I think, as more than just a victim in the situation of Ian's evilness, considering she maintained, you know, a steady composure the whole show and kept it professional. Now over to Nellie and Mary, who are talking terrarium creations.
I'm here with Mary, who's going to show us how to throw some flair into our terrariums, which is great decor for your dorm or apartment. So Mary, what do we have here exactly?
All right, so this is a forest-themed terrarium that we're making right now. So it's very cute. As you can see, we have these little animals.
I love this little guy.
It kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know, Bambi.
Yeah.
But, so we
ooh,
can put
that's a
these
little
in
dark,
here.
but
So
yeah.
terrariums are like a cool little, I don't know, decoration for
Yeah,
your dorm.
decor.
It kind of makes it more alive. I love how it's like a different little world. It's like a really big snow globe without the snow.
It is with an open
know?
top, so you can change it as
Exactly.
you see
You
fit.
can change it however you want to. So if you want
I
to,
love.
no,
Ooh,
these.
that's all right. Here we can do a little.
Yeah.
Innovating.
You really have to put them. Very innovative of you.
Okay, there we go. There's one.
So this is our
I think I'm
little
gonna make a little
forest.
bit of a scene with my little. Is this a wolf cat?
I think it's a wolf
A
cat.
wolf cat and a deer. I'm gonna have them.
Close.
I'm gonna have the
could
deer
have
on
them,
the
like,
bridge.
kissing.
Oh, okay. So this is a romance
Aw.
scene. So this is great. So where
it.
like what can you like? This seems endless.
I know there's so many different possibilities. You can do different themes. So we have a couple different themes terrariums that you could do. I know Joe on ETalk has a Game of Thrones themed one.
No way.
Yeah, we have a picture of that coming up. But yeah,
love
you can
Game
do
of
whatever you
Thrones.
want. Like you could even maybe make an underwater one. I know terrariums are like
like an
based
aquarium?
on plants. I guess that would.
So yeah, I would say terrarium plus water would
But
be aquarium.
okay, so this is his Game of Thrones one. There's
Wow.
Khaleesi right there and her dragon. That's a big terrarium,
That
actually.
is that looks like a fish tank to me. That's been in
Yeah,
an aquarium.
I think
a
this is
terrarium.
like a fish
That's
bowl. Ooh.
wow. Also great. That's a outer space
Outer
theme.
space one.
I didn't know. Like when I think
dinosaur
terrarium,
one.
I just think of like
Plain
sand or
plants.
moss or just like
Yeah.
plants. This is very cool,
It's
and
very
this is really
creative.
expressive. I really like this. I want to commend Joe personally for his Game of Thrones.
I
theme.
think that is very creative.
I think that's great, and I love Game of
and
Thrones.
I'm happy that it's coming back this April 24th
Yeah, yeah.
on this Sunday. I'm excited about it.
I really think this is so cool. Like I never thought. I'm personally looking for some new like house decor. I have a lot of open space in my room, and I was thinking about doing an I keep on saying aquarium, terrarium. But I never thought about like creating a theme or.
You can change it. You can even make it like a storyline maybe. So like beginning, middle, and end, like what is going to happen to this deer.
Oh, when he
Maybe they
gets
fall in love.
lost
Maybe
in
they
the
have
woods.
kids.
Oh, that too. We could
That
go something
too.
lighter.
Really going with a romance theme.
I really never thought about like putting little characters in my terrarium.
Yeah.
This is such a cool idea. I really am into like stuff you can do yourself and stuff you can do on a budget. I think that's really,
Oh yeah,
really
for sure. Like I'm sure you could get most of this stuff like from Michael's or like I don't know, even on Amazon, probably Walmart.
I'm sure. Well, Mary, thank you so much for this demo. It was extremely helpful to me personally. Next up, we have Courtney for our weekly cooking segment, Eat Talk.
Hey talkers, Courtney here, and welcome to Eat Talk, where we bring you everything from Italian to Mexican. Today I'll be making you some zoodles with a roasted red pepper sauce. It's going to be a healthy, low-carb option to your typical pasta. Let's get started. Oodles of zoodles. Oh my god. So good. There's not a lot of protein in this, but if you want, throw in some grilled chicken or some lentils or beans to make it a complete meal. It's a great dinner.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Welcome back, E-Talkers. The show is almost over, but before that, we're going to share some of our favorite life hacks with you. Who would like to begin this amazing conversation we're about to have?
Well, you know,
Queen of life hacks.
You guys know that I like to hack life because life is challenging, I must say.
It is.
My favorite of all life hacks is
Meal prep.
meal prep. Madison knows, as everybody
she
does.
talks about.
I am a big proponent of meal prep. I don't think meal prep can just happen the night before because I'm busy at night sometimes. I have things to, places to go. I have homework to do.
Boys to date.
Yeah, sometimes. Not recently. But
anyway.
But I found that I have this really big break in my classes on Mondays and Wednesdays when I don't have any class between 11 and 3:30. And usually I do some homework and then I end up kind of sitting on my couch, like wasting time. And what I found recently is to use that productively and actually like either make myself dinner for that night on Mondays when I have ETalk and I'm stretched on time. I either make myself dinner completely or I just like cut everything up, get it ready to make. Meal prep, guys. I really, really think it's the way of the future.
And it's like 7 meals?
No,
or
God,
more than
no.
7 meals?
No.
Okay.
I would say like I count meal prep because I'm pretty lazy as like doing my shopping for the week on Sunday, and then like kind of thinking as I'm shopping because I'm not really a list person. I'm kind of type B. I like to in my head think, okay, on Monday I have this, Tuesday, Wednesday, like start to prep that way, and then during the day prep for dinner that night. That's what I like to do.
That makes sense.
Mine is food related too, but a little
it?
different. You know those CD holders that you used to have that would hold like blank CDs and stuff?
Yeah.
So you take the CDs out and if you want to take your bagel on the go, you just stick a bagel right in there. And
Honestly, this would keep it keeps it from getting smushed
and like soggy. You just don't know. And it's a bagel protector and holder.
Do you put the case on
You
top
put the
of
case
it?
on
That-
top.
I see that.
Yeah,
Wow.
so you take it, you throw it in your bag, and it's not just a regular Tupperware because the Tupperware probably wouldn't fit the bagel unless you get
And the bagel would slide around.
Yeah, it's got
exactly.
the-
So it's
and it's like the hole. It goes. You know, the hole is there for the CDs, so it goes right through. I think that mine is also kind of food related, and I personally am a huge coffee drinker.
Me too.
Aren't we
That's
all?
like
Same.
Good, just checking.
but I prefer iced coffee personally,
Same.
just because
Charlie?
hot, sensitive.
Hot.
We'll talk later.
Yeah.
And but I always also feel like that. You know, once you're like a quarter way left through the coffee, it gets kind of watery.
Yeah, it
you know,
separates. It's a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you make ice cubes out of coffee, and you can pop them in, that way you can avoid it getting watered down.
You replenish your coffee.
Exactly. And then when you're at Acorn and they use hot coffee and then just put ice in it.
How would you go to Acorn when Oak House is right next door?
It's true.
Meal
Kidding, we
dollars,
love
my
balling
friend.
on a budget.
Yeah, that's true. Balling on a budget.
Okay, so my life hack is, you know, you can take out the spring from the pens and put them on your chargers at the end. Do you know what I'm talking
Because
about?
it always splits.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Yes.
What?
And it's
How do you get
awesome.
it on?
I knew that too,
It
guys.
takes a little bit of while, but you kind of spin it, you like twist it in over the thing.
Or you can even do it when what was I going to say? Mechanical pens have them too.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'll do.
My
when I-
chargers are always breaking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like a laptop charger is like $70 or something crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, that's so true.
I feel pretty hacked.
Amazing.
What about you
This
guys?
is a great talk, everyone. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Until next time, this is ETalk.